Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of the RoundUp Tech Trends and Tunes. It's so good to be back on another all-new episode of the RoundUp Tech Trends and Tunes. My name is Gloria Babarinde, your host with the most as always, and you all know by now that I do not do this alone. I have with me the amazing tech entrepreneur, businessman to the core, Mr. Wole, the one and the only Wole Faro. Hello, Wole. So good to be back.
I can't match your energy, even if I try.
No, it's okay. You just be yourself. Let me be the one with the energy. How are you doing, Wole?
Doing okay. Okay. How have you been?
Very well. Good to be back on another show.
Interesting show today.
Yes.
It's different.
Yes, it's different.
So I'm looking forward
it's
to
fresh.
It. Yeah.
It's Gen Z like, maybe.
I hope I can.
You will relate, don't worry about it. I've got you covered, Wole.
Okay.
It's so good to be back on the show. Today we're looking at a very exciting topic. We're sprinkling magic into your life as we look at the business of magic in Nigeria, right? We're looking at it that is it real, or are there just some tricks about it, or there's something deeper than it? We're looking at that today. Magic is not new anyways, but we're going to be talking about magic here, and if time permits us, we'll also be giving you some magic stunts on the show today. It promises to be amazing. It's a full fun ride with us. You do not want to go anywhere. Before I bring up our guest on the show today, I'd like to hear your thoughts, Wole, on the business of magic in Nigeria. I'm sure that you are not a Gen Z, you're not a millennial. You are those, you get it. Let us know. I don't want to use my mouth to work. All right, so let us know how. I'm very sure magic is not new to you. It's been there for ages. So let's know, how has it been? Magic, have you ever experienced anything magical?
I mean, I hope we all experience some kind of magic in our lives, right? But talking about this as a topic, right? I think we all grew up watching magic on TV and trying to figure out. I was very curious, how did they do it? In fact, I know in my teenage years, I spent some time trying to, figure out the mystery behind it. How did are they tricking us? What are they trying to do? Mm-hmm. But for me these days, the way I think about it is, what's the size of this industry? How saturated or otherwise is it? And more importantly, what has the internet and social media, how has it helped these guys to be able to democratize the whole space and be able to connect directly with their audiences? And that's what I'm hoping that we can explore with our guests today, to really find out, is it growing? How are they figuring it out? Especially being able to create your own brand and establish your own brand online and connect with your audience directly. How are they monetizing it? I think those are really important things that I really want us to delve into and be able to figure out exactly how they're doing it.
Love it. The
It'll
business
be nice
side of making magic.
if you can expose one or two tricks to us.
Of course, I was not adding that.
For us to learn,
how to do magic. Well, you want to add magic to do what?
Not really, but maybe, who knows? Maybe we can invest in some people.
Oh, love it. I love that part.
Yeah.
I told you, Wole is the business angle to this entire show, and that's why it is very important on the show. Thank you for that perspective, Wole. All right, let's not waste any time. I know you're excited. I'm really excited to bring in our guest on the show, a magician to the core, right? He's the one redefining the business of magic in Nigeria with over 10 years experience of introducing our audience to illusion and mentalism with magic. It's really beautiful to see he has performed with top brands like Coca-Cola, Heineken, Huawei. I could go on, and of course before A-list celebrities like Don Jazzy, E-Money, very soon now Donald Trump, and you get. Please welcome to the show the one and the only Precious Ekong, popularly known as Precious the Magician.
Thank you so much. Wow. I cannot match the energy that you bring to the show, but hi everyone, it's good to be here. I'm hoping to have a nice show.
Are you sure you're even real that you're sitting down like this?
No, you can touch me. You can really touch me.
Are you sure? Let me touch you. Okay, it's real.
I
Before we
think
think it's
it's
even
real.
magic that is sitting down here now. So good to have you on the show,
Thank
Precious.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Love it. So just before we dive into the business aspect of magic, making magic in Nigeria, let's talk about how you got into this first stuff. What was the inspiration for you? When did you do your first magic? How did you decide that this life I've come to is magic I want to be doing for a living?
Who tricked you?
Who tricked you?
Who tricked you
Okay,
first?
very interesting. Funny enough, you started by saying magic is Gen Z. I think that's a compliment because magic has been ancient. It's been done ages. There's been stories of people even in Nigeria. If you know Professor Pella, he was one of the greatest magicians that ever lived. People like Zakuraja and the rest. So I believe that what we are doing is redefining and making it more acceptable. Magic has been plagued with a lot of superstitious beliefs, but what we are doing is allowing people to see the entertainment side of magic and also earn a living from it too. So I started magic in 2012. I saw somebody at a dance competition, funny enough, not a magic competition, at the University of Lagos where I studied law, and he came down on stage.
Wait, you're a lawyer?
Yes, I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer turned magic.
As in,
So he came on stage, danced, and then poured water in the newspaper and made it vanish. And the whole crowd went wild. And like, I was on my seat, somebody who has believed in Christ and still does. I felt like I had seen Juju at last. But then he was almost lynched, sadly. And he had to run back on stage and reveal the secrets. And for me, that was pivotal in understanding that no matter how much mystery I experienced, a little more curiosity would unravel some explainable side of it. And that basically led me into seeing the movie Now You See Me. I got to meet a couple of people and did a few card tricks and reverse engineered those card tricks. And then 10 years on, 13, I performed at the biggest stages.
love it, love it. Beautiful. Nice. How do you feel when you tell people, what I do? My name is Precious Ekong and I'm a magician. How do people look at you first off?
People think it's weird. Like, what does that mean? Like, they think I have superpowers. But on my own end, I like that mystery of who is this guy? I want to know more about him. People are genuinely curious. And they ask you the next question, oh, can you show me something? And most times everybody has some people to money, but, but yeah,
who does not like that part?
I know, right? But yeah, it's fun to see how, at least now, especially with the growing rise of technology, people are becoming more in tune with what is real and what isn't.
How much engagement do you have with people that ask you questions? You mentioned people like Professor Pella. When I think about what we knew about him at the time, it was almost like superstitious. This man that has extra power, juju power, and all that. And people might still think about that with magic today. Do you correct that? Do you try to get into this is what we do and not that? I just wonder how you.
It's very important. In fact, we have a community of magicians here in Nigeria.
Oh.
And one of the things that we've held very, very strongly is that the claim that you have supernatural powers is bullocks, for lack of a better word. You can't claim that because what we are doing, we don't use supernatural powers. So but the unique experience of magic is that it's one of mystery, it's one of awe. So people with their natural biases of being a religious person or superstitious person, they ascribe those meanings to how, okay, it's not explainable, then it has to be jazz. I try to educate people in private settings, one-on-one conversations, but when I'm on stage, I like you to enjoy and suspend your disbelief for a moment. So if
that's
you think
the entertainment,
part
that's
of it. Well, I want you to chime in with the business part of it.
Yeah, so I mean, when I was looking at this, I realized that it's a growing space, and it's been growing forever.
Yes.
But I also realized that before now, before the last 10 to 20 years, people like you, entrepreneurs like you, have had to rely on, performances, shows that you are part of. You can't engage directly. Now there's a platform for you guys to do that. You can literally create a brand called whatever you choose to and project that online, connect to audience, grow your audience, and monetize. I'm just wondering, how has that shift been? And how are you able to, as an entrepreneur, monetize this by yourself? I know that you talked about performing at the biggest stages. Those will come. Coca-Cola will come, all these big brands will come. But beyond that, how are you able to do retail magic and monetize it?
I'll tell you a secret. Magicians do really know how to turn paper to money. So I've got here pieces of paper. This is literally something that magicians do when they are.
Don't try this. Don't try this at home.
Oh my God! What is that? I literally was looking at him
And
to ensure.
this is real. You can look at it. This is
Yeah,
real.
it is. Can I keep?
You can keep it. No, you can keep it. Don't worry. It's fine. I'll keep these other ones.
Oh wow.
But to answer your questions more frankly,
Oh, where's the paper that we started?
It's not there.
it's money. That's literally how magicians make money, by the way. But aside turning paper to money and then using that for your personal benefits, I like the idea of retail magic where you create your product. So I see creations like this. I see manifestation, expressions of artistry like this as products, right? And those are things that people want to see and then you can exchange for money in the marketplace. As a magician, I started for the first 5 years without a dime. I wasn't paid for any of my performances until I put myself on one of the biggest stages then in University of Lagos called Lagos Talent. And I think I got a lot more eyes on what I was able to do. And then I was able to get a lot of demands and wanting people to experience this unique expression or this unique experience. There's nothing like magic. So people are willing to pay for that. And with the large following that people can garner on social media, Instagram, you can have endorsement deals by virtue of associations with your brand. You can also have magicians who are creators, whether we like it or not. So magic is a performance craft and also a creative craft. So things like this can be monetized where a magician creates a product or a prop or whatever it is, and then he gets money for that. And countless ways, even creating a documentary. There are magicians who are on Netflix. I mentioned Now You See Me. That's a movie that was birthed out of consultations with magicians. And in fact, that's one thing I encourage Nollywood to do. When you come up with ideas or stories and you want the reality of what it is or what it feels like to be a magician, you consult with magicians. And we've done that a couple of times. I have done consultations for people. The more recent one being one of a friend who went for a pageant competition and then she wanted to perform magic. And she reached out to me and then I exchanged my knowledge for magic just for that momentary experience of her performing magic. And that's one of the ways magicians have monetized their craft.
Very well said. Love it. Love that angle that you've brought into it. Now, let's talk about how Nigerians are beginning to open up more to illusion and performance acts. I mean, I've hosted events where you were called upon to do magic and then the entire audience went wild, right? Although the audience had, just to create some context, the audience had half of them being white men and the rest being Nigerians. And so, of course, white men, I'm sure they're very used to this kind of thing. People they do it for a living over there, right? Where you're walking around the street and somebody just stops you. Can I just do something with you, magic and all that, right? But let's talk about Nigerians. Do you think Nigerians are beginning to open up more to illusion and magic?
I think it depends on the age and the audience. I've interacted with, what do I call them, Gen Zs, like people perhaps who are teenagers now, and they're very receptive. They have no idea that, in fact, there is some supernatural attached to it. So they are more open to accepting magic. But the challenge is with the bloomers, the elderly ones who believe that perhaps you've sold your soul to the devil. And it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult to have conversations like that because I'm a religious person as well. I know that the faith is a personal one. So when you're trying to convince people, as I said, sometimes you just try to let them know that, see, you need to do some research and not be ignorant of the fact that this is a craft, this is art. Magicians over the years have looked and employed scientific means to create mystery. So
just to cut you there, now I was about talking. I love the fact that you talked about science. I was about talking about technology, AI, and all that. Do you think it's enhancing what you do as a magician, or it's injuring it?
So I think, first of all, there's a unique human element to magic.
Okay.
There's a personal feeling you get when you experience awe. Machines can't replicate that. So no matter how much text or multimedia training a typical AI gets, it can't perform magic. Now, the workings of how technology is, so for example, one of the first times I held an iPhone, and it was like one of the most mind-blowing things. And I saw several other technology. Those are things that kind of border around the line of what is surprising or wonderful. But I do believe that there's always going to be a place for magicians. And the only way I can guess, maybe injure, maybe not, is in terms of the secrets and exposures to the craft. Because we had that conversation when we had the internet. Magicians are known to be secretive with their craft because that's their trade secret. You really would not be impressed if you already know a particular trick. So it's our duty to keep it a secret. But with the internet, everybody just go online and put in and reveal secrets, whether it was copyrighted, whether it was theirs or not. But we still do think that those mediums, in fact, help expose people to what magic is, that it is not jazz. There is a logical way to explain things. And also, if you're interested, you too can be a magician. I'm not the only one.
So you're not born with magic. It's not like anyone is born with it.
So just like how Wizkid is not born with the talent or the skill, you are born with the talent. So I find things naturally. I can look at things and reverse engineer it. So that's the talent.
So you have to own that.
You have to own that skill.
Skill.
So there's no school to learn it. Is there a school or something?
There is, strangely, but there are several schools. There's one in South Africa called the College of Magic in South Africa. But in Nigeria, hopefully, I'm going to establish one. But I'm looking forward to that, opening an academy and then spreading magic.
So the other thing is, globally in entertainment, you can't talk about entertainment generally and not have Nigeria in the mix of that conversation. And it's because of what Nigerians have done, especially in music and then Nollywood. But when you look at magic, which is part of entertainment, if you look at it, I'm just wondering how you think we can get, or you guys in the industry can get to the heights that the musicians and the actors have gotten into. Because if you look at talent shows, for example, I used to watch America Got Talent a lot. And when you're looking at finalists on that show, there's hardly any year where you don't see a magician or a magic act in the top 3, on the top 5, and these guys go on, even if they don't win the show, they go on to headline big magic shows in Las Vegas and they're making millions of dollars. If you look here locally, you see musicians and especially musicians having big concerts, Easter big concert, or even the comedians having big concert like that. How do you think in your industry you guys can begin to because Nigerians pay for entertainment and globally people pay for entertainment. How do you think you can get your show, your act to be able to be big headline concert shows where people come and they look forward to? You can
even sell out the O2 Arena.
Yeah, exactly. Sell out a hotel first and then you transition.
I'm dreaming big.
Yeah. Totally. Yes. I do think that it takes time, and for an industry that is, would I say, bedeviled with a lot of obstacles, like people accepting it, we've done quite well, at least in the African context. Having people genuinely, I've done shows even at the Oko Hotel, as you mentioned, and then, like you said, in the show we went at, there were a mix of international and foreign people there, and they did enjoy magic. As to the global nature of magic, the experience of awe is not exclusive to one region. So magic is such a great export that it does have the potential to fill those large arenas.
Can you localize magic?
How do you mean?
Can you bring context that people here can? It's like, we localize
make
music
local,
and called it Afrobeat, and it's our own kind
so
of
Nigerian magic.
Is there a way to exact something of that nature? So and the context will be, I can relate with this. It's something that is in our culture.
So I think
different.
At the core is the storytelling, what the narrative of the craft. And magic goes just beyond the tricks. It goes to the story we tell and how those things translate into the minds of people and how personal or relatable it is. We might have issues with saying African magic because there is already a
something else. When you said African magic.
Even aside the African magic brand, there is also like the Juju part.
Yeah, that's what I was actually referring to. Yeah.
It might necessarily be a thing where we need to divert the attention of audience from the supernatural part of what magic is into a more creative expression of art, right? And yes, I think myself and a couple of other people are doing that. They're localizing the crafts. You could experience my shows and know that you can have this in Las Vegas, but it's uniquely different. It's uniquely my story I tell, the stories I have as an African child.
Absolutely. Love
Fantastic.
it. Just before we begin to wrap up the conversation, because of course we need to see you act out everything you're talking about here. We cannot bring a magician to the RoundUp Tech Trends and
he already gave us money.
So it's even important that there's different genres of magic. So what you experience is magician, but there's a mentalist angle of magic. The mentalism is the ability to look into people's eyes and read what they're thinking of.
That one is African juju.
I
don't. That one I decided. Let's draw a line.
Thinking what is in my mind.
Let's draw a line.
Precious, you have voodoo. Let's talk the truth.
I want you to think of the name of a friend. You just think of the name of a friend and change the person. Change it, right?
I should change the name.
Change the name.
Okay.
Think of another person. So the idea is to make this as random as possible. In fact, if you ask me, can you actually tell me what I'm thinking of? I would say yes, because I could have done some research, go through your page and look at the two people or so you're interacting. So forget that. Forget that. I want you to form the image in your mind and look through for details. I want you to look into my eyes. Now, in these moments, you have that image in your mind, and is this an image from the past? Is it a childhood memory? Is it something of your events? Tell me something about it. Just don't reveal what it is.
My childhood memory.
Is it a childhood memory you're thinking of now? An image at your mind when you just stopped at something, and then what was that? What was in that image in your mind?
In my mind,
yes.
Just now.
No, the one you repeated over and over again where you stopped at.
When?
Yes.
Earlier when we started the show.
Totally, yes.
No, of an event. It wasn't.
It was an event.
Yes.
Have you told anybody this?
No.
I'm the marker because now you see why I wanted you to change your mind over and over again is because at this event, do you remember the brand you worked with?
Yes, very well.
Very well.
Yes. It wasn't like an event, it was like a meet-up for an event.
Oh, okay, see, a lot of dynamics with it. I want you to close your eyes. Imagine you're at that place right now. What was the brand that invited you? Close your eyes with your mind. Close your eyes. Say it out now.
Binance.
No, hold on.
I should close my eyes.
Yes, keep
Jesus Christ.
Keep your mind closed.
Did you get it?
Hold on.
I couldn't say.
Hold on. So, we have this. Do you remember the place you're at? Like this place. Imagine you order food. Where is the food from? What's the name of this place you're at?
I don't understand your question.
Are you at a restaurant? Was it an event at a restaurant?
Yes, restaurant.
So you can see the restaurant's name right now.
Can I remember the name? It's been a while.
How long ago?
That was like 2-3 years ago.
Okay. Hold on.
I know the venue, I know the place, I know where it is.
But you can say it out loud now.
I know it was. Can I say it?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I know it was in Landmark, but I think is it Hard Rock? I can't remember.
I'm out of here. I can't stay here.
I think it was Hard Rock.
I'm out of here.
Can I open my mouth?
Yeah, you can open your eyes. Now, what I have here.
That's why I said I was living.
And in fact, hold on. If we could push this. Close your eyes again once more. Sorry.
No, you're not doing this to me. Please do it to Wale. This is crazy. You cannot tell. No, do it to Wale. I'm not doing it again.
You're in this place. Do you have, like, how many people were in this event with you?
Roughly about 20 to 25.
Do you have someone seated beside you?
Yes, I have someone. Yes.
Is this someone you know the name?
Yes, I know his name. Jesus Christ.
Look at me.
Jesus.
Now, this is the first time Tell them we've not arranged this. This is totally free.
No, we've
You're just
never
thinking about
arranged
in
this.
the moment.
No, we just had a conversation earlier.
This is now for the first time. Who are you thinking of?
Is a tech entrepreneur, Fisayo.
You can't do this to me.
No way!
No way.
You must sit beside me.
How close are you, Fisayo? Do you have his number by any chance?
No.
Do you use MTN or like? Let's try something. So there's something called. Now this is fun. This is
Oh my God!
There's
It's
something
so
called
crazy,
mind. There's something
guys.
called mind telepathy. So I've shown you guys mentalism. This is me trying to read people's mind. But now, how about taking mentalism a step further?
Okay.
Trying to influence reality. Now you have Fisayo. Do you remember the last time you saw Fisayo? It's been a while.
But that was the last place I saw him.
That was the only last place. But do you have his number by any chance?
I don't.
So do you use MTN or Airtel?
MTN.
MTN. So we could use 081. I want this to be as random as possible. So you can see, I don't know if this is bright enough. Please just punch in random numbers. Just ensure not to press up. Yeah, just.
Oh, like
yes,
that?
yeah. Don't see it. I want this to be random. Good. So that called somebody, but let me be sure that they see it. There is one. So try as much as we just point.
I need the camera to zoom in
Random.
right now,
Yeah.
guys.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want you to also punch in random numbers as well. Just random.
Just
punch in.
punch numbers.
Yes. Okay. We have 11. Great.
Don't tell me we're
That's-
gonna reach that guy.
So we have. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Random numbers.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what if you imagine that at the end of this call, you're reaching Fisayo?
But that's not his number.
But I don't know.
This is totally random number.
Yeah.
You literally could have
Punch that
punched
everyone's
anything.
number.
Just click on. Let's click on call. Now this is going to be put on loudspeaker, and you're going to speak to him. If hopefully this works.
Hopefully he picks.
Hopefully he picks.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
No way. If Fisayo picks.
I mean, this is totally random.
Hello.
You can speak.
Hello, good evening.
Is this Fisayo?
Is this Fisayo?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I mean, that would have worked. I mean, we could. It doesn't matter. We could actually call the person again. That's 0810, the same number. Let me try this. This is exciting. Just imagine we could influence the person. Let's see. I want you to think of something. Let's use what we've used you now. Hello.
Wrong number.
No, sorry. Hold on. My name is Precious, and sorry to just badge and call you. Do you have a moment to spare? I'm here with my friends Gloria and Mr. Wally.
Yeah.
Hi. Are you okay speaking?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. I can hear you.
Hi. My name is Precious. Who am I speaking with, please?
Okay, hello, Precious. My name is Oni.
Oh, sorry. We wanted to reach Fisayo, but I think we could just use it for a. Sorry, don't worry. I don't even know whether to call this call, but it's fine. Oyin, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oyin, please, for a moment, can you spare you might win a prize after this. Is that fine? Just like a question. I just want to ask you a question.
Which price is that one?
So I promise you, like radio shows or something like that. This is not a scam. I promise you.
It's not.
Are you okay with that?
So, okay.
All right, don't worry. It won't take any time.
We're on a set.
We're on the set.
It's not a scam, I assure you.
Okay.
Okay. Just a moment. So Mr. Wale here is Mr. Wale. Can you just take it? So Mr. Wale, we've not used you, so you can have this pen and paper. Mr. Wale, I want you to imagine we are going to give Oyin, right? Oyin, that's your name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Imagine we're going to give Oyin a gift.
Okay.
I want you to just close your eyes. Think of any gift right now.
Okay.
But Oyin, are you with me?
Yeah.
Please stay on the line. Mr. Wale is going to write something, right? I want you to write it. Don't show anybody, just write it to your chest. Mr. Wale has written something. That is the gift idea in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So now I want you to, where you are, just say the first item that comes to your mind. Mr. Wale is done.
For a gift.
It could be anything random, and just say anything that comes to your mind that you like.
Anything.
Yes.
All right.
Are you ready? On the count of 3, you can do that. 1, 2, 3.
A bottle of wine.
What?
A bottle of wine.
A bottle of wine.
What did you write? What did you write?
Bye. Bye.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oyin,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Bye.
We'll call her back. We'll call her back.
We'll call you back. Don't worry.
What's my gift?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Gifts. That was a random person that we don't know. We've never spoken to. This is insane.
One last one. Hold on. I just want to just round up briefly.
Okay.
We started with mentalism. We started with mentalism, guys. I mean, this is.
Wine bottle of wine.
We started with mentalism. And like mentalism, I mentioned it's just written in mind, but I'm both a magician and mentalist. So we have here an empty box, right? But we can actually do something. Gloria, you'll be my guest.
Hey, good.
Now you've experienced magic and you know how it feels, but now I want you to do magic. You could have named any gift at all. I want you to imagine that you could make magic. Give me a magic word.
A magic word.
Any magic word. Abracadabra, that works. Gloria Olufeko.
Bedazzled.
Gloria,
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. Now open the box.
Bedazzled. When I stand up one last time, I'm not coming back.
Now, yeah, you can literally open it. It's fine.
I hope it's not cat or rat.
No, it's not. You're thinking of a bottle of wine, right? Open it.
Oh, really?
And you can literally see.
Precious!
I guess that will be my gift to the show. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
That was fun. That was fantastic. But I mean, I'm completely blown away by the fact that we put random numbers on the phone. We called a stranger. We convinced her to stay on the call. We promised her a gift. I wrote the gift. I don't know who this person was. We don't even know if this person is in Lagos.
Oh, we should have asked.
And same thing. And this is her bottle. She's the one that will drink this one, or not.
God forbid I will open my mouth and drink this wine. But I will not carry it and go and give her. Before you come and give me voodoo, and I will not be drinking and be speaking some things. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Precious the Magician.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wow, the entire crew behind the scenes, everyone wants to fly away from this set. Wow, we only hope that the world knows magic better and appreciates your talent, your craft, and your skill the more. And we can only hope that the world begins to accept that there's some logic. I'm sure there's some logic behind what's happening. If we ask you to explain, maybe there might be, or maybe there might not be,
Or maybe
but
actually
whatever
have
it is.
supernatural powers.
But thank you so much for coming on this show,
You're
Precious.
welcome.
We had an
Thank you so
amazing
much.
time
Thank you
with
so much
you.
for having me.
And Precious is available for all your events and all that to perform live at your events.
Yes, you
and
can check me out,
he has a passport. He can travel around the world.
You can check me out, Precious the Magician, on all social media.
We will definitely check you out.
We will check you out.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on the show,
you.
Precious.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
And that's it. Wow. I have to be very careful to even check if I'm not magic at this point, because those tricks off the hook. What an amazing show we had discussing the business of magic in Nigeria, and I know that was fun. Anyways, our next episode promises to be mind-blowing. You need to watch out for that. Meanwhile, let us know how well you're enjoying the roundup in the comment section. And what other topics or guests would you like to graze our couch on the Roundup Tech Trends and Tunes? Please let us know. Give this video a thumbs up, share it, turn on the post notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop a new episode. Until I come your way again next time with another exciting episode of the Roundup Tech Trends and Tunes, I remain your host with the most, Gloria Babaride. I'm signing out on behalf of Wally. Don't worry about that. See you on the next one. Stay safe and bye-bye.